Hello everyone, welcome back to Raincode. Last time we started really investigating the Nailman case, and I'm suspicious of that priest over there. Okay, I just don't trust him. He gives me bad vibes. He's the most suspicious so far. Maybe it's not him, but again, I don't trust him. Sir, I don't trust you.
Impossible!
Do you think that G.A. Colin was the Nailman?
No.
The culprit's identity hasn't been confirmed yet. He's not to blame. He was merely carrying out the will of the people. I don't think he's really listening. No, he wants the blame to be on him. I don't trust him. I don't think there's really anything to look at around here. Oh. Haha! Whose memory is this with? Oh, did it say... Caught it the last second. Did it say Vivia? Yeah, anyways. We're investigating all of the places where Nailman incidents happened. And Halara is being our assistant. Yeah, I don't know if we'll find any more suspects. But as of right now, suspect number 1 is Mr. Priest Man over there. It would be nice if we could get to the Mystery Labyrinth today, but I don't know. This game is like kind of long, you know? I'll be recording for a while, and it feels like we didn't make that much progress, and I look and it's like, oh, well that's the length of a normal video. So I don't know, it'd be nice if we made it to the Mystery Labyrinth today. But we shall see.
Halara, I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
Oh, we don't know that.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for?
Oh, the names of this game are so dumb. I can't get past it. Halara Nightmare? It sounds like a middle schooler trying to come up with like a cool name for their dystopian novel they're trying to write.
Now, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
Speed walk after them.
Where's the secret club?
Hold on, I'm glitching a bit. We'll get there. Okay. This way, Shinigami. No, right here.
I smell a mystery. I'm all hyped up.
You sure are, but there's a dude right here. Shh.
He's just glaring at us. Let's not talk to this guy.
Right. I don't know if I've talked to him before. I didn't get any DP, so maybe I have. Oh, it's right here.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Yeah, the peacekeepers kind of suck. Are you gonna karate chop it? You sure are.
Huh?
That seemed excessive.
It's open. Let's go inside.
Okay. Why did they not clean up this crime scene? They were in such a hurry for the clock tower. Is it because people actually go in the clock tower? Well, I doubt the dead body's still in here. Or just other things left. This reminds me of the room from Zero Escape 999. It's like one of the first like escape rooms you're in. Looks kind of like this. Oh, the body was on the wall? I guess so. It was probably pinned there with the nails.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
Now this room might be a little bit more confusing as to how they did it.
There aren't any windows either. which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
Maybe the dumb-man climbed on the body on the wall to give him some height to get through the vent.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
You really get excited about those.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, forte?
Oh, your forte!
My forte is postcognition, the power to see the past.
Oh, well, that is convenient for a
However,
detective.
It can only be used at murder scenes.
Again, very convenient for a detective.
To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
I don't think that made it easier to understand by saying it that way.
That's
I got it the first time.
amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing!
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry!
I do have something. I'm gonna be able to sense them doing their forte. And that's what it is.
Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
No.
What? Of course not!
Halara's forte is postcognition. It shows the crime scene as it was when it was first discovered.
What?
I'm investigating. Don't interfere. Look around the scene in the real world until I'm done using my postcognition. Oh. Have you already done your forte? Because I was expecting there to be like a scene. Now I was gonna see it again.
Postcognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express?
Yes.
You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Is that not really its own forte?
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate.
So is it not really us? Do we really not have a forte? Have I been this whole time like, no, we've got one, and it's just a Shinigami thing?
You must kiss someone to share their ability.
Never mind. I think it is our forte.
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied.
You should have known that, Coco Head. We didn't kiss everyone on the Amaterasu Express.
Look at you blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active.
We didn't do that either.
That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
But we didn't do that on the we didn't do that on the train. We didn't. We were not holding hands on the train. We didn't ask for permission.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
What the? So the fast forward effect.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
I don't think we have to. I didn't hold hands with the people on the train.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Oh.
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Rude.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular.
You hate everyone?
I despise all of humanity equally.
Oh.
I don't trust
What about yourself?
anyone, except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
I'm so confused why Yuma is just like, oh yeah, this is how it works. You know you weren't holding hands with the people on the train. Cool. Do I have to hold hands walking around here?
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is postcognition.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte.
See, I knew it's a forte.
Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you. But it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined.
We don't have to. I know we don't.
Well, go ahead and lead the investigation.
Unless it's that, like, they were doing their fortes on the train, but we weren't getting the full, like, picture, like we are with Halara right now. Like, we could only, like, kind of sense it and get an idea of what's going on. And maybe to get the full, we need to hold hands.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Oh. So we're doing it like this. Okay. I was fully expecting us to, like, walk around holding their hand.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. There's no other way into... Why can I not say this? There's no other way into or out of the room. In other words, it's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery. Things are heating up. chairs are lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
Either the peacekeepers did so or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. True, I'll check someplace else. Okay, back. There's a glass on the counter. It has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been there since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use postcognition. Oh, I have to go over to you for that. Right, got it. Okay, I understand now. I get what we're doing. There's a slot machine here. It's been untouched for a while, so it's covered in dust. As far as I can tell, there are no traces that could be related to the crime.
well,
If you're curious about the scene, blah 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 blah, use postcognition. Yeah. I'm getting DP first, Halara. There's a roulette table. It probably hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. There don't appear to be any clues on top of the roulette table. Use postcognition! Blah blah blah! Yeah. I will, after I get my DP. Oh, what the? What? Oh, can I just... Oh... That's the map button. I can just... Oh! Oh, I see now. Ew, that's kind of creepy.
I see a body.
I did not notice the postcognition button down there. I thought I was gonna have to walk over to Halara and then examine everything again with postcognition.
The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion.
That guy is so scary. I know he's dead, and I should respect him for that, but like, he freaks me out.
This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene, and it's so quiet.
Okay.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old.
And looks like Dracula.
His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him, signs that he was strangled.
Just like the clock tower victim.
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
the most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
It's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
There are signs of strangulation and vertical scratch marks on the victim's neck.
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
Yeah,
That must be the Nailman's calling card. They're nailed into the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else. I got DP for it though. How do I get to the vent? Oh, I moved the other joystick. That's how, Morgan.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on.
That's how they got out then.
Which means it could be easily removed, right?
what are you doing? You can't touch what you see in postcognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
The priest is kind of thin. At the time of the murder, the cover was not screwed down. A slender adult might be able to get through it. Or a slender priest. Okay, let's go out.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent?
Maybe they climbed on those.
Huh.
They're bent.
Some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
They climbed on them.
Another reason?
They used them as like footholds. Some of the nails beneath the vent are bent downward. Hey, hold on. Now that I'm an idiot, or done being an idiot, now that I'm an idiot, I want to examine this to get more DP. There's a vent here. The four corners of the cover are screwed down, so I don't think it will open. I doubt the cover can be opened when it's like this.
But
Yeah. I did that already. Okay. Back out. Let's examine this other stuff now. Oh, a key.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
That was mentioned before.
seems like
The
it.
key.
By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
There was a room key inside the glass on the container.
This is truly...
There's a slot machine here with bright flashy lights. There's nothing here of interest.
Yeah,
Seems that way. Let's check someplace else. Right. But it gets me DP, so it's still worth it.
What
Door.
a rich fragrance! How about a taste, Master?
Oh, okay. Pour me a drink, Shinigami. I love when it does stuff like that. It's so cool. Okay. That's the map button, Morgan.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with. That's...
The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact that it's knocked over. Let's check elsewhere. Right. Okay. Then I think just the
I think that's about it.
table. I think I checked what I can here. No, hold on. I didn't do the forte here. I know there's probably nothing necessary here, but it might give me DP. Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case.
yeah.
Yeah, let's check another place. See? See? I got DP. It's worth it.
That's...
There's a doll nailed to the roulette table, too.
I see.
There's also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is, in and of itself, sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else. Okay. I can also talk to Halara.
I have to say, postcognition is amazing. You can see the exact crime scene the moment the body was first discovered. Were you born with this power?
My forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, but initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind. I only learned it was a form of psychometry after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
3 days?
3
Dang.
days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my postcognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial. Lastly, postcognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No. My ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly effective in investigating murder cases.
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help.
I don't think I can afford that financially.
Of course, I don't work for cheap.
Exactly.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
Okay. Now we can end the investigation.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my postcognition.
Yeah, aren't I cool? Me, you, my cocoa head. I'm cool. You know, maybe hate me a little less now.
It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see.
Yeah.
I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Okay. Gonna make me physically move, or are we teleporting? I'm physically moving. Okay. Out of curiosity, there's other updates, but Forte, Coalescence. Okay, cool. It updated as a Forte. Shinigami got ability added Coalescence. I'm assuming there too. And you probably got Postcognition. Yep. Oops. Sometimes I just hit the wrong buttons. I don't know what's different about you. Okay.
The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginma District. Let's hurry there.
Okay. Where's the bus stop? Right there. Ooh. Ooh. Ginma District. Yes. Right. See you on the other side of a long loading screen. Oof. That was a very long loading screen. Alright, looks like we're going, this way? Yeah. We need to cross the street. Let me through. Thank you. Oh, have I been down these side streets before? Oh, I can see on the map there's nothing down this one anyway. Well, unless there's the little blue shiny thing. And there is! Ha ha ha. Kabuki. I am a genius. We need to go up the next side street. I need to get better at like looking at the map and noticing ways I haven't gone before. Hello, sir?
Oh!
Seems like they're restoring the building.
Well,
It rains 24/7. No wonder the place is a wreck. A mansion located in the high-class residential district on Montclair Street. Oh, sounds fancy. Oh. Seeing that, I see a question mark on the map. Is that a quest? I don't want to do a quest.
right.
Fancy neighbors sure have a lot of amenities.
But
Is there any need for fire hydrants given the constant rain?
Who knows when something might explode? Better be safe and soggy.
It's safe than sorry. You don't have... Question mark? It's you. That person.
What's wrong, Master?
Doesn't she seem a bit uneasy? Like she might fall over at any moment?
Come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies, can you?
It isn't like that. Let's talk to her. Even though I don't feel like it. Halara. Okay, Halara. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I know side quests are annoying, but it's gonna be alright. Well, anyways, I guess. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you?
I'm
kind of a detective.
In training, yeah.
A detective, I see.
Well?
So is something wrong? Well, actually, I've run away from home. And I'm at a loss about what to do next.
Oh. This smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master.
Yeah.
Oh, Halara, you can teleport. You have another forte. Anyways, yeah, you might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it all alone.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person. I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father.
Huh?
Then why not talk to your father about it? There's nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. Am I gonna have to go find proof? When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
I see.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aww.
How lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
You can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible. Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble.
Say.
Does this chick think detectives are errand boys?
We can't just leave her like this.
Huh? That's my master, simping over every woman he meets and making their wishes come true.
It's not like that.
All right.
Okay, I'll help you. Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Kanai Station around now.
Hey.
It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? The station is a busy place after all.
That's true.
That's true. What exactly does your father look like? He should be wearing a suit. Navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
I see. Thank you. Okay. We'll have another place to investigate after this. I'm not gonna run back there right now. My house is so big, I just can't keep it clean. Should I hire another housekeeper?
Look at Mr. Moneybags. I wonder if I can haunt him.
Huh?
Huh? You can haunt people other than me?
I'll boom kill you.
You're such an idiot, Master. You're not going to stop me? Like I would go haunt someone else.
Hi. This is Montclair Street. As you can see, it's a high-class residential neighborhood. You appear to be quite poor. Your kind doesn't belong here.
Sorry.
Come
Sorry.
on.
What a dick. I hope his serial killer goes after him next.
I thought he was talking to that lady for a minute. And not me. Seems like something's happened. My coworker just took off to investigate. You're not going to? Even if I did, there's no point. Let's just leave everything to Amaterasu Corp.
Come on.
Master, I'd never forgive you if you became this boring. Well, then I won't do that.
It's right here.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
Can we really get in there?
It's closed, as expected.
Oh. I should
Are
have
you
expected
sure?
that. I was like, are they gonna karate chop it again?
Wait!
Nah, karate kick. All right.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months
Just
ago.
ignores him.
The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
Gonna kick down this door too. First, you got a karate chop.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from the
Yeah.
church? Do you suspect him too?
No, it's too obvious. It can't
What
be him.
he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway.
Because it's the priest.
The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
It's fine, Shinigami. They hate me.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Cute.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my postcognition again here.
That'll be most convenient.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
All right. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us with the case. But, let's do this.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
Into the wall again.
But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room.
I can't really tell. Is he pinned to the wall?
There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room.
I just assumed because it was facing a wall, he was pinned to it, but might not be.
Maybe the doll nailed to the wall
it's on the
holds
floor.
the answer to this bizarre mystery. Yeah,
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case.
there's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
Creepy.
Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I wanna put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials
Ignores him
compared to
again.
the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me.
It makes me feel like someone was like somehow on the other side looking through the eyes, but like why?
Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
The doll is made of resin, not porcelain. It looks like a thin string rubbed against the inner corners of the eyes. Okay.
Oh
Gotta hear it.
my, this is quite nice!
It is quite fancy.
Oh!
Landscape paintings and extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Goin Saga.
yeah.
I believe this series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending.
Oh!
Two extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition, aside from some dust. They look completely untouched.
Beats me.
He probably wanted to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case. Alright, that's postcognition. Two extraordinarily thick books are placed on the desk. It doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
No.
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. The placement seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think this will help with the case. But it helps with my DP. A series of books is arranged up neatly on the shelf. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case.
That's...
I agree. Let's look somewhere else. This doll on the floor. There. And not
Oh.
postcognition. Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy, though.
beats me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve this case. Right. The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings either. Nothing to do with the case, then.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive-looking landscape painting, but it's tilted. I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
It appears.
Doubtful, judging by the marks on the wall. I'd say this painting was hung at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing. Such idiots. I'm adjusting stuff. Oh, no, dolls weren't there. Of course, I couldn't investigate it.
Sit down right here.
You're the boss. Okay. There's the fish tank. And the projector.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case. Darn. Nothing's related to the case in here.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it. Halara, could you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. Doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. You're so short, Yuma. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. It wasn't on when the corpse was found.
You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you.
Well, did you find anything unusual?
Nope. Everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case.
Feels like nothing is related. There's a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside.
However,
Living things can't be seen through postcognition. It doesn't have that ability. And this lamp.
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at the time. I don't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. Nothing's related! Ugh! There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found.
Yeah.
It's a lamp. The light's off right now.
Say,
Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting. And as eye strain may occur.
Who are you talking to, Shinigami? You talking to the audience? Oh. Oh. You turned it off. Is that gonna be relevant? I don't really see anything different over there. What was the point in turning it off?
This is...
The door to the study. We left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teaching of yours truly. You're welcome, Master.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's
Yeah.
also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
God dang it.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Oh, thank God.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
Yeah.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
I'm getting a headache.
Poor Yuma. The vent is too small for a person to enter or exit from. There is evidence that a string or something similar scraped against the gap in it. I don't know, is it somehow used to, like, open the door or close the door?
The door here can only be locked with a key.
Like, was it-
However, there is
They
only
use
the
a
master
string for the key?
No spare. The
Oops, sorry.
master key
Oh, no.
was found in this room at the time of discovery.
Did not mean to do that. Is there... Hi. Is there like a log button? No, not auto. Whatever.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Postcognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
Laura, that's
Huh?
a cat.
What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
So you like cats, huh?
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key is near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the Peacekeepers fabricated?
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Yay.
Was that a compliment?
Halara praised me.
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Well, Halara's usually mean to me, so.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also,
I'm sure it will.
what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Cat photo. The key to the mansion's study. There are no copies of this master key. Mansion's floor plan and a photo of the locked room mystery. Both received from Halara. Now just the body. Anything else around? Nope. Okay.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
Seems very likely. Show me the dead body. Hello, sir.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood.
It's pink.
The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically, down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's disturbing.
Blood from the nails stuck in the upper and lower body of the corpse seem to be flowing in different directions. I don't know what that means.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
I don't know, it's almost like you killed him twice. With the blood and the different... I don't know. There are rope marks caused by strangulation and wounds from resisting. There are also string marks on the back of the victim's neck.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Yay, that's an A-okay for the investigation here.
Hold on, I have to talk to Halara.
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought.
Yuma, that's probably gonna make Shinigami mad.
Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
Well, they use they, them, so...
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all.
I guess
Ask.
it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
Be like, hey, I would like to use your proper pronouns.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
No, this is the one I'm a little confused on.
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How-
It's unfit for
Ah!
one detective to ask another
advanced
that
again.
question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
Figure it out
Unless
later.
you'd like to hire me to do it for you,
No.
it won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
Can make me physically exit myself. Here I come. Oh, there's a door here.
You know,
The doorknob is in rough shape. I guess it's because nobody's looking after the place anymore.
Halara.
Is it because Halara smashed it?
I guess we can't rule that out.
The next one is the art gallery in Gima district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
right. The chief's in danger after all.
We're running low on time, but I also need to go find that girl's father. So I'm gonna do that first. Oh, hold on, I missed this.
Oh,
Seems like they're restoring the building.
Well,
No, I didn't. What I actually missed was this man.
oh,
But I keep hitting this. Let me talk to him. There we go. Sounds like someone punched a peacekeeper at the clock tower. Damn, what an idiot. Right. Right, guy. It's got a station, but trains really don't come that often. It's like this all the time. Hardly anyone comes through here, so it's real quiet.
Since Countyport's been isolated, no one's coming or going. Except for you, Master.
I never imagined it would be like this. So do I have to, like, actually go inside? Hello? Oh, yeah. I see the exclamation point.
oh!
A completely navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father?
Hmm?
Is the man with him the client's suitor?
I bet he is. He even looks evil.
No.
We can't tell just from appearances. Anyway, let's try talking with them. Excuse me. Who are you? If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter for you from your daughter. What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts?
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first? You're not actually going to listen to this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting. There must be some kind of mistake. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. And then he just leaves. It's as simple as that. Like, oh, okay, I give up. Ugh, I almost got away with it too.
Huh?
But what for you meddling kids?
He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some second-rate cartoon villain.
No point in playing pretend anymore. The scam's over the moment they start to doubt you. Later, chumps.
Whoa!
Hey, wait! There's no need to follow him. Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. What way to properly thank you another day?
No.
Sure.
For now.
Let's go report to the client. I wish there was an option to auto-teleport to the client. Then I have to go back over to the mansion.
Well,
Oh, you did! Thank you! Thank you! Oh. I'm so glad you did that for me. I was just complaining about how you weren't gonna do that for me and I was gonna have to walk here. This is amazing. I don't think you'll have to worry about that arranged marriage anymore. Really? My father actually believed me? I think I'll go home for now. Thank you so much for everything.
you know,
I hope it goes well.
Well,
We did our part. Who cares what happens next?
no.
We're involved now, so I'd like for her to be happy.
told you so.
Oh, I get it. That must be the way of the simp.
Why do you keep calling me that? Huh. Kind of interesting we didn't hear how it ended. I mean, like, we did hear how it ended, but we didn't hear what his crime was. He was a scammer, but we didn't get any details. Okay, here's the museum. I've made it.
So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago, but I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that
Gonna
it
break in?
matters to me.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
They don't care.
Did you say something?
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please.
I already wasted my time finding that girl's father. Fine. Hold on, I can look at this door.
Oh,
Seems like this door's locked.
Well,
There are priceless works of art all over the place. Of course the door's gonna be locked.
Had to get my DP.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
Yeah, you should know locked doors are not a problem.
We're like a couple of thugs or something. Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. He
How did he
said
get in
he
here,
was
though?
trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
You just keep getting
What do
them.
you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yes,
Alright. Straightened painting. Oh, I missed whatever you're doing, Shinigami. Darn. The canvas placed here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank and why it's so messily placed with these wooden frames.
well,
Doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. I see. Nothing seems out of place. I don't think this will help with the case.
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole.
that's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like it's related to the case. Take a shot every time I say it's not related to the case.
Don't do that, you'd be dead. I keep hitting the wrong button.
I always go for the map instead of the ability. Oh,
Postcognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
anyway.
Yeah,
A blank canvas and wooden frame have been placed on a trolley. Nothing seems to have changed between then and now. At least that's how it looks to me. It appears unchanged to me as well. Meaning there's probably no evidence to be found here. That painting is up here now. Are we not concerned about that? Apparently we're not. Okay. The game says it's not important, so I guess it's not. Oh, there's this over here. Spilled paint.
Oh,
Spilled paint has stained the floor. If we can find out when the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. the other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
True.
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
2 keys can open the door to the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, one of them was inside the room. There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of the discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery
I
staff.
see.
So if you worked at the art gallery, you'd have been able to enter the crime scene. The paint is spilled.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
Shut up, Shinigami. Back. What do we got next? Let's look at the corpse. Can't move the camera.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
Beats me.
Looks like the area's been cleaned up. Probably by the peacekeepers or the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information. Hey, it might. You didn't know that. Let's look at the body. Some girl.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isamoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle.
So they didn't
And-
struggle.
You noticed as well.
Yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep.
So that might be why she didn't struggle. The culprit whacked them on the back of the head. It's either an insta-kill or knocked her out. And that's why she didn't struggle when being strangled.
This may be the real cause of death.
Yeah. Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting, and signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. So she probably died from that. I don't know, maybe they did the strangulation to make it seem consistent with the other crimes? Okay, over here.
Blood place is suspicious.
You did something again, Shinigami, I missed it, because you keep waiting to do that.
Oh!
Until I'm in here. A sculpture with a sheet placed over it to keep dust
It
off.
appears.
Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet, too.
In other words, it's completely irrelevant.
Stacked baskets. There are baskets on top of the shelf. I'm not tall enough to see inside them, though. You're so short, Yuma.
I'll take a look for you. This is...
What is it?
We accomplished nothing.
So you found nothing. Thanks. Or nothing.
Oh!
It's a sculpture with a sheet over it. The position was the same as before after using postcognition.
I see.
The overall shape of the sheet is also unchanged. We can assume nobody's moved it. This sculpture isn't related to the case. Oh, so we're not going to acknowledge how the other painting moved, but we are this one. It's kind of a creepy
There's
painting.
a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal. But this one's just sick and twisted.
A nail is driven into the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. Weird. That's a creepy painting. I don't like it. Okay, just this.
Oh!
There are baskets on top of the shelf.
But there's nothing but dust inside. I guess it hasn't been used for a while.
Basically, it's unrelated to the case. Just like everything else is. Okay. Right here. Before I examine this, you gonna do anything? No? You're just gonna say stuff? Okay. Okay, we've got the small window. How would they've made it out of us? There's no way a human's fitting through that.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
It's so
Currently,
tiny.
It opens outwards slightly, but
It doesn't even look like your head could fit through there, Yuma.
there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
Another move painting. And a doll.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Maybe it has to do with the fact that there's two keys?
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
A doll nailed to a cloth canvas. The key to the room is also nailed on.
This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much. I know it's green. Probably means there isn't anything new there, but it might give me more DP. The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't seem big enough for someone to move through. Nah, it didn't.
Oh well.
This is...
Nails are driven into this painting of a young man.
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason.
That's not really the impression I get. Looks like a snooty little rich boy to me. Guess that's everything there.
That should be enough.
I'm finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. No, not yet. I haven't looked over here. I know there's not gonna be anything relevant, but I still want to look. Ugh, it gives me DP. Just this. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think these are related to the investigation. Oh, another painting moved. Another creepy painting.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. This picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago.
What?
Huh? There's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looked like a regular old geezer.
And creepy.
You know,
The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, there are artworks inside.
Yeah.
There's a layer of dust on the boxes. It doesn't look like the culprit touched them, meaning they've got nothing to do with the case. Alright, let's back out of here.
Yo, check!
Yo, check, check. Yeah, you're pointing at that. I just looked at it. Hello, Halara.
by the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests to reduce your fee.
that's not what I was going to ask. About your postcognition, what were you able to see before you specialized it as your forte for investigating crime scenes?
What is the point of this question?
Well, I was wondering if you could use your ability to look at my past.
You want to see your lost memories like that? That's against the rules. No fair!
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Huh? Why's that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by. I cannot consciously access desired information. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about
God.
100,000 Shien per use?
Not worth it.
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
Well done, Halara!
It's definitely worth talking to Halara there. Like, I know you can just like end the investigation without talking to them, but you actually get some interesting and useful information out of them. But okay, before we end the investigation, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video there. I don't know why Shinigami's way over there. Hi! So I'm gonna end today's video here before we get sucked into long cutscenes that are probably gonna draw us into the mystery labyrinth. So yeah, I'm still suspicious of the priest, honestly, because we haven't really met any other suspects, and he was just the most suspicious to me. This locked room mystery, I don't really understand how. I feel like it's got to have something to do with the fact that there's 2 keys. I don't fully get the one before this either, but I guess we'll see. I'm sure I'll figure them out in the mystery labyrinth. Very interesting though, these crime scenes. I really like that. Like, we're like, okay, this is Yuma's forte. We get it now. I knew you were special, Yuma. You're a special little boy. Well, I still don't know how old you are, so you might not be a little boy, but you're little in terms of that you're short. You know what? Anyways, I'm just gonna end the video here. Who do you guys think it is? I still think it's the priest. Maybe we don't even know who the culprit is. Like, maybe we haven't met them yet. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!